Hey everyone. So there are three class action lawsuits against the National Association of Realtors and a number of real estate companies. And last week, one of those lawsuits came to an end, and the verdict was for the plaintiff. The verdict was for $1.8 billion. The complaint was that the National Association of Realtors was engaged in price fixing. The plaintiffs argued that sellers and buyers in any transaction were required to pay a commission to the agents, and in many cases, that commission would have been 6%. Furthermore, they say that the sellers in any transaction were responsible for paying that commission to the buyer's agent. And the concern was that this would be an anti-competitive environment that hurts buyers and sellers. So I can't speak for the rest of the country, but I can speak for the greater Washington area. Knowing our contract forms, I could tell you that what's transpired in this court case doesn't necessarily have an impact on our local market. And the reason is the following. Our real estate forms are very clear. Commissions are all negotiable. Furthermore, the seller is under no obligation to pay the buyer's agent. That is entirely voluntary. In the listing contract, there is a section that says clearly the portion of the commission paid to the listing agent that will go to the buyer's agent. There's nothing opaque in what's happening on the listing side. On the buyer's side, the buyer-broker agreement makes it very clear that the buyer's agent works for the buyer and is paid by the buyer. There is a section that clearly states how much the buyer needs to pay the buyer's agent. Further down in that paragraph, it says that if the seller chooses to contribute an amount toward the buyer agent's fees, that amount will be deducted from what the buyer owes the buyer's agent. Make sure when you're speaking with your agent that you go over those sections very carefully. But you should know that there is no minimum amount of commission required. As a matter of fact, as a home seller, you don't even have to hire an agent to sell your property. You could do it by yourself. The work that agents do adds value, and for that value, we charge a fee. And we believe that at the end of the day, the buyer and the seller do better with our help than without. I have to say that I really appreciate that you're reaching out to ask questions. I'd like to encourage you to continue reaching out to me. Ask me your questions, outline your concerns. I want to hear them all, and I want to have an open and clear discussion that revolves around the facts and gets rid of a lot of the sensationalism that you will find in the news media. So thanks again. Have a great day. I'll see you very soon.